Craving a biryani that's bold, flavorful, and unlike anything you have tasted before? Get ready to elevate your kitchen game with my new style fry piece chicken biryani. In a wide and thick bottomed pan, add oil and chopped onions. Saute until the onions are nicely browned. Keep stirring so that the onions are uniformly fried. Once they are done, transfer them onto a plate. To fry the chicken, here I am using a shallow fry method, not a deep fry one. I have taken 500 grams of bone-in chicken and applied salt, turmeric, chili powder. Now I am adding corn flour for the coating. Mix until the corn flour is well coated, just like this, and add some water if needed for the coating to be nicely distributed. Add ginger garlic paste. Mix well and keep it aside for about 1 to 2 hours for marination. In the same pan that we had fried our onions, add curry leaves and slit green chilies. Fry them for about 30 to 60 seconds and add the marinated chicken pieces one by one gently. Spread them all over the pan and let the bottom side get nicely roasted for about a minute. Flip the pieces and you can see the golden crunch on the top already. Repeat the process for all the pieces. Here the goal is not to cook the chicken through, the goal is only to crunch up the outer layers of the coating. The chicken will be cooked thoroughly in the dum process that we are going to do in later. To prepare the biryani masala powder, I am directly adding some peppercorns, cloves, cardamoms, cinnamon stick, salt and bay leaf into a grinder and grind it into a coarse powder. No need to dry roast the masalas beforehand. Now the chicken looks nicely done. Transfer the pieces onto an empty plate and keep aside. In the same pan, add some ghee and oil. I am using very little oil. You can adjust as per your choice. Add ginger garlic paste and saute nicely until the raw smell goes off. Keep stirring. Just like that. Once the ginger garlic paste comes together, add puree of 2 tomatoes. Since I am using tomatoes, I am not going to use any curd in this recipe. The sour and tanginess coming from the tomatoes is enough for this biryani to be flavorful. Add chopped mint leaves. Cook the tomato, onion and mint mixture nicely. Give it a good 5 to 7 minutes of time. In the meanwhile, in a large pot, add water along with whole garam masala spices and salt. Now add soaked basmati rice. Let the rice cook for about until it is 70% done. Coming back to the gravy, keep checking on it so that the gravy doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan. The tomatoes are cooking nicely. Add some coriander powder. And the biryani masala powder that we had made earlier, along with some water. Let the flavors gel together. Add the fried chicken pieces now. Stir well until the gravy is coated to the chicken pieces. Give it about 5 to 7 minutes of time and add the fried onions. You can increase or decrease the quantity of the fried onions. I have taken 2 medium-sized onions. Add green chilies if desired, or you can completely avoid them. Pour some water so that the masala gets nicely distributed all over the gravy. Cover and let it cook for about 5 minutes. Our biryani masala chicken gravy is ready. Season with some salt. And start the layering process. Pour the 70% cooked basmati rice on the top and distribute it evenly. I am not doing the layering process as it is a white pan. Garnish with chopped coriander leaves, mint leaves. Cover and cook it on dum mode with a lid on for about 20 to 25 minutes. Now fluff the rice up gently with the help of a fork or a slotted spoon. As you can see, the gravy is very well nicely incorporated into the biryani. Trust me, this tasted way more flavorful than the regular dum biryani. Serve it along with raita. Now enjoy this delicious biryani and make your family lunch or dinner super special. Thanks for spending time to watch my video, and if you like it, please give a like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much once again.